Okay, so I was talking to Nicole about doing an Easter egg hunt tomorrow. We had talked about getting plastic Easter eggs for the kids to use outside. I got mine at Dollar Tree, because I have them for my house.
Yeah.
So, Dean, you were talking about outside?
Yeah, we should go out there for maybe afternoon when it's nice out and
I
do an
think it's a
Easter
good
egg
idea.
hunt, and then we can just have the kids play for like maybe 15, 20 minutes.
I agree, that
Should
sounds
we do it at
great.
like 1?
That might be a little too late. Might want to do it a little earlier. Can we do it earlier?
Well, my recess ends at 12:45.
Oh,
So does mine. But we're on, I take my lunch then, so that would work fine.
Same
I
here.
can't do it. Yeah, we have lunch.
So, how about we stick to what, you said 1 o'clock?
But is that too late for you, you're saying?
No, that's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, that was,
Yeah,
and then we
that'll
can
work.
stay outside
Yeah.
once we're done.
Sounds good. Okay, and just dismiss from out there.
Yeah.
All right, great. I like that idea. So is everyone going to participate?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now, does everyone want to be responsible for purchasing or bringing in their own eggs?
Yeah, I think we should do that.
Should, like, we have a number, like,
yeah,
like we
just
did
add.
this, you know, like last time, like each kid got 2, so should we do like, I feel like 2 wasn't enough, so maybe
4 at least.
4 or
4 or
5,
5.
depending on how many, I mean, like, we'd each have to like provide enough for our own kids to get 5 or whatever.
Okay, or if you want, depending on the level of your students, I know Kim's class and my class could probably just go out there and I wouldn't need to put a cap on it, just collect the eggs until they're all gone. Oh, I
Then
see what
can
you're
maybe
saying,
even dump some back. I mean, I don't think my kids actually
Yeah,
care
just-
about the eggs.
as much as fine.
Yeah, like one of mine sees it and she has to go get them, but then I could probably just dump it back out
Yeah.
the next round.
Okay,
She's not gonna
Oh,
want
we're
them
not
after.
doing it all together, we're gonna do it.
do you wanna do it together?
I think we should
Don't
do
see
it
why not.
together.
Yeah, why not?
That's
That's a
great.
lot of groups though outside.
That's fine. I think we
We're
can
all
handle
out
it.
there.
Our classes. We're all gonna be out there with kids.
What do we, somebody do I
So,
have 6 kids in my
30.
room.
pre-kindergarten, preschool,
I have 6.
for, how many kids do you have?
So 6
Six,
times
7.
6.
7, 6,
6.
6, 5, 6.
So
Okay.
that's 6 per class.
So basically 6 per class, so 30 students.
I guess that's what we
Oh,
just
no.
did this morning.
36.
There's that many kids out
Yeah,
there.
all of
Yeah.
us.
The only class that wasn't out there was 2.
Yeah.
And they were coming in as we were going out.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I would agree with Fiona. I think that if we have enough to, for each student to get more than 2, it will be fine.
If it's
So-
nice out too, we can spread it out a little bit. We don't have to just do like we can bring it down a
Yeah,
little
last
bit
year
more.
we
So
did
we're all
it down there.
Okay,
So we're
Down
more
there,
spread
yeah,
out.
that's a good
like,
idea.
as long as they're in the fenced area, like anywhere, so we're all spread out, so they can like look further. 'Cause, like the playground, everyone was like right there, so
Right.
that they can be more spread out.
and the older kids can run
Right.
around down there looking where maybe the littler guys that need more obvious spots
Right.
will play right there. Okay, all right, well then everybody tomorrow bring in your plastic eggs and we won't fill them with anything, just to avoid any kind of choking, allergy, whatever. So next thing on the agenda, SGOs. Now, how is everyone's SGO data going? We all checked in February. I was fine.
Yeah, mine
My-
were fine.
Mine's fine.
You met the criteria. I know that you were having, you had to talk to Lauren since she was out on maternity leave.
Yeah, and then I talked to Adele, and Adele, we were over, but Adele actually upped mine for being so over.
Okay,
So we're fine now.
You're fine then?
I only have a half point.
okay,
I'm on a bubble, but I should be here. I just have to do retesting again.
okay.
See.
Yeah,
It's,
I did half my kids already, and they're all there, so
I know.
I assume the last 3 will be fine too.
And you know that if they're not meeting the criteria, you are able to change it.
Okay.
Because if you have a student that maybe is plateauing out, because that hurts the SGO data too, like kids that are plateauing. Okay, so as long as everybody stuffs in. And report cards, they are due the week after we come back from school.
You serious?
And
Yeah,
posters, too.
April 14th, and posters are due April 23rd.
Paris said she's gonna try and get that bumped a little. Give us
I hope so.
It's too much.
It is.
IEPs, you know, your report cards to do, and, you know, the poster presentation too.
We have report cards,
They're due the 23rd, I think, right? Or-
they're
They're
going
delivered
home on the
21st.
21st.
Oh, 21st.
So I believe they're due to the behavior team
Next, the week we come
before,
back.
right?
the 14th, yes. So the week we come back. Happy spring break.
So I'm writing 2 IEPs right now, so I can pretty much just do their report cards right now, right?
Mhm.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah.
If you're already in there doing it, you might as well. Speaking of IEPs, does anybody have any problems with how they're doing IEPs a little bit different this year? We're building on to pre-existing goals. So say you have a student, for example, that's learning LRFSC. So maybe their criteria right now is knowing 10 things in feature function class, where next year they're gonna build on that and it'll be 25 things. So, did anybody meet with Aaron yet to do that?
Well, I've been doing it with my, you know, just doing the goals and objectives right with her. And what I've been doing too, I told Dell also, some of my kids have mastered their programs already, so I'm starting next year's programs now.
Yeah.
So what I'm doing is, if the skill acquisition sheet's still going on, or if I'm creating a new one, I'm putting right on there, continuing from last year, and I'm putting 2015-16 on the skill acquisition sheet, so whoever gets my kids will know,
Those
okay,
already
we're
being
continuing this,
Yeah, I did
you
that
know,
for
it's
my
in there,
mom.
you know. So, I don't know, some of my goals,
'Cause you
some of my
can't-
kids have mastered so much that
Yeah.
they need new things open up.
Yeah.
Right.
Or we're just
And
doing
if
like-
you stop and start in September, they might regress, so it's
Exactly.
better to just keep going.
Mhm.
I would agree.
And
I
then
actually like that
Yeah,
they're
it's
doing IEPs like this.
Yeah, I do too.
Instead of just focusing on deficit areas, now we're focusing on deficit plus maintenance of old skills. So I actually like it. Does anybody have any IEPs coming up? I know you.
Oh,
I do
I
after
just
spring break.
done 2, I have my second one yesterday.
I
Oh
have
my.
2 after spring break, right after.
I had a
Third
hard
one
time
yesterday,
yesterday, but
I
I
had two more, come back to break.
Me too. Mostly in May.
And then I have my new kid, who has to do his every day and an IEP.
Do the same day?
You're doing both, that's good. You're not just doing an annual for him?
Oh, why don't they do that?
She said we're doing both the
All in
same
one
day.
day, yeah, okay, so
Yeah.
it's gonna be,
So it'll be
Same
one thing,
animal.
but they're gonna, yeah.
We haven't got 5 more minutes,
Okay.
a few more minutes.
that's good.
So, how is he? How is that going?
Well, it's only the 3rd day, so he's really high functioning, compared to like a lot of my kids. But he's a little oppositional, defiant, like, he has like a lot of strengths, he just has a lot of behavior issues that need to be worked out. But I think with the time and him like learning the routine and structure and like what's expected of him, he'll be fine. Like the last couple days, like Monday and Tuesday, he gave me a hard time unpacking because when they come in, they unpack and then they have to do morning work and then they can have the iPad or whatever until the rest of the kids come. And he gave me a hard time about that. But today he came in and did it right away. So he's starting to understand like the routine. So I think he'll be fine with once like a plan's implemented. So
Well, this is not, yeah, it's just a matter of getting
yeah, I think
acclimated into the new environment.
he'll probably go to host in the fall. It's
Oh, nice.
just he's that high functioning. Yeah, so it's just behaviors and they're very like minimal. Like it's like very weak. You know, like he's so.
Does anybody have kids going to host next year?
I have 3, well 2.
I have
Definitely
2.
going.
I requested more, but I don't think. I want-
Right, because he was sent back. She's got nothing there. You don't have any guys going over?
Which one?
Karen.
Oh, yeah,
That's what
he's
they
definitely
say.
going.
I don't know.
Last
Mom
year they
didn't
were
say
all
about
about
anything.
it.
Okay.
I was in her ear about it too, saying that this was the 3rd teacher recommending it and that if she was really truly unhappy, you could always come back. So I was trying to help push that along, but she did give me the whole layout of what's going on, and
She had
It is a
fantastic
lot.
questions.
it is a
Like,
lot of change for
It's a lot of
1
change.
year. So I understood her concerns,
Yeah.
but I think he would do so well over there.
Yeah.
You have so many kids to talk
Yeah.
to.
That's what Patrick, when this kid, my new kid came in, he, as soon as he heard him talk, he like ran over to him.
Oh, yeah.
I know. I'm like, you have to go. You're so smart. You're so like so social. Like he's the only one in my class who actually noticed
Right,
That's
that's,
good.
and
I-
and that's
wanted
what's,
to know his name and wanted him to play with it.
My little guy noticed, like today I had one out, and he was like all day, like searching for him, like throughout my room.
Mhm.
He's just not here today.
Yeah, he notices
He
his
knows.
staff's out.
He knows.
Nice.
Mhm.
He'll say, "Where's Miss Adria?" Like, you know, he needs to go. He's
and like that, the host program's so awesome because it has, they have those inclusion opportunities that we don't have here.
Mhm.
So,
Hopefully next year. Like hopefully kids will be integrated
With the
in
elementary.
gym or